Hey everyone, it's CR7 here, and welcome to this week's post-race thoughts and recap video of the Chicago Street Race. This one had a bit of Mother Nature stuff in it. You'll be hearing a lot of that in this video. So I got my race notes with me. It's 2 pages long. So Mother Nature pushed back the start of the race, or rain, but the race got started nevertheless. Lap 5, some drivers went to pit road for some tires. They also brought the wet weather tires. It's a good thing too. More cars come on pit road on lap 8 and 9. And then at lap 13, Stenhouse went off the pace, but got back going. And then at lap 17, to end stage 1, Corey LaJoie spun in turn 5 and backed into the wall. And Shane Van Gisbergen won stage 1, the favorite entering this race because he won last year's Chicago Street Race in his first ever start in the Cup Series. And then everyone switched to wet weather tires due to rain. And as some cars came out of pit road, some safety vehicles kind of protruded the way, or kind of blocked the way, and some drivers came to a sudden stop. So anyways, no major damage other than Tyler Reddick suffering some minor nose damage. Then restart lap 25. And on that same lap, Bubba Wallace gets spun by Alex Bowman, but he got back going. Later on, Chase Briscoe loses it in turn 6 and slams into the tire wall, and in the process, taking out Shane Van Gisbergen, who was at the wrong place and wrong time. So SVG unfortunately couldn't continue. Then the race stopped due to excessive rain. And then I put in my parentheses in my notes, buzz off, rain. And after 1+ hours, or over an hour and a half of rain, Mother Nature decides to go away, finally. Then restart lap 31, and on that same lap, Stenhouse and Hamlin wipe out in turn 6, but they get back going. And then Kyle Larson absolutely slams into the turn 6 wall really hard, and that brought the caution out. They did pull it out with a winch. They pulled Larson's car out with a winch thingy, a tow strap, but the front end damage was too severe for him to continue. Then restart lap 38, and something a little controversial due to there being no option to postpone the race. I'm guessing due to some Chicago event regulations or something, I don't know. But they implemented a race timer for when it reached 8:20 p.m. Central Time, so 1 hour time difference here on the East Coast where I am. So at 9:20 Eastern Time, they put the race at 2 to go and then throw the white afterwards. So that sounds a bit controversial, but I'm guessing there's nothing NASCAR could have done with the whole regulation thing. I don't know. I heard something about it last year, but I think it happened again this year. And then Josh Berry and Chase Briscoe wipe out in turn 4, which was on lap 38, but they got back going. And then some cars pit before the end of stage 2 at lap 33, putting the number 60 car of Joey Hand out front. He is a IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge driver. Then at lap 44, Austin Dillon wipes out in turn 6, but he gets back going. And then on the same lap, Josh Berry is off pace in turn 1, but of course he gets it back going. And the stage 2 winner, excuse me, that was a bit of a burp. Joey Hand takes the stage 2 win, a surprise stage winner. So then at 8 p.m. Central Time, 20 minutes left on the timer, which started on the stage 3 beginning. Restart lap 49, and then at lap 50, AJ Allmendinger wipes out in turn 12. He gets it back going. Tough year for Allmendinger. He hasn't seemed to win any road course races, if I'm not mistaken. Then Josh Berry wipes out in turn 2, his second wipeout, I do believe, or third wipeout, I don't know. And then that brought up, oops, I'm all over the place. It brought out the caution, that lap 51 incident with Josh Berry, and then restart with less than 5 minutes to go on the timer. So it's unfortunate we had to go for the timer, but oh well. Lap 54, Chase Briscoe wipes out in turn 1, as well as John Hunter Nemechek. No caution there. And then John Hunter Nemechek again wipes out in turn 12, but this time his car kind of climbed the tire wall. The back end rose into the air and then settled back down to earth. And Christopher Bell got spun in front of Hocevar, and that ended his chances of winning. And then Austin Hill and Denny Hamlin spin out on lap 56. They got back going. And then the clock expired at lap 57, which the white flag came out on lap 58, and Alex Bowman snaps his winless streak and takes the win on the streets of Chicago, holding off a lot of other cars, including Joey Hand, who finished 4th. And then on the cooldown lap, Bubba Wallace shows some displeasure with Alex Bowman for an on-track accident during the cooldown lap. It was for the, let me look back, it was for the lap 25 incident, so Bowman later apologized in his post-race interview. There wasn't enough time on the broadcast for a interview on the other side of the story, which was for Bubba Wallace, but oh well, just a bad racing deal. So congratulations to Alex Bowman for getting a well-due win. It was way past due for a race win. So that was the race recap. Now to my personal thoughts. It is such a shame that Mother Nature had to interfere with this race 2 years in a row. I'm not sure if the Chicago Street Race will be back next year, but if it does return next year, hopefully Mother Nature will mind its own business, so we can get an actual race finish like we did with the Xfinity Series race with Shane Van Gisbergen winning. Guessing I have nothing else to say for this one other than rain. So anyways, that'll cap off this week's post-race thoughts recap video. Next week will be the Pocono post-race thoughts recap video. Returning there for the first time since the controversial finish with Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson. It's where the scuffle between those two started. That's where I'm guessing that's really where the rivalry started between the two, or kind of the birth of a rivalry there. Kind of, I think it started at Pocono because it caused a lot of controversy and stuff. And I even made a skit on it on NASCAR Diecast Shenanigans 5. Go watch it; it's pretty cool. So, anyways, that'll cap off this week's post-race thoughts recap video. NASCAR Diecast, the next NASCAR Diecast Shenanigans episode is in development. It'll release sometime this month, so stay tuned for it. So that'll cap off the video. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.